Go ahead and get started. So this is the second league of the day today. We played a little bit of Legacy of Lurin as a subscriber deck list for the lovely Mo. Thank you much for your support. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I promised the last week that I streamed that I would iterate more on Titanshift the next time I streamed, and so here I am holding up that promise. And it is something that I'm interested in continuing to iterate on because I think people are sleeping on Titanshift as a ramp deck in Modern a lot right now because of the amount of hype around Amulet. Like, it was very clear that Amulet was just busted with Dryad of the Ilysian Grove. Like, that was very, very evident last week. Even though I may have done it complete justice, I was very impressed with the way Amulet played out, and I think the deck was really, really good. The Shift deck I tried with, like, a Boreal Grazers and, like, playing, like, 29 lands to help enable it. I'm still playing 29 lands, but, like, playing 29 lands to help enable that just, like, did not look very good to me at all. And we definitely didn't have the record to prove it. So I'm going to try a little bit of a different approach this week. And it's still trying to leverage Dryad because I think Dryad definitely has a home in this Titanshift deck. I just need to figure out what that looks like. And I also have the context of SCG Philadelphia, which had Dryad legal. I think SCG Richmond did as well. So I have that kind of context. I have multiple Modern tournaments to kind of like understand what is happening in the format and adjust like the deck slightly accordingly. And so I'm going to go ahead and dive into that. What stands out of this deck list? I've talked about Titanshift a lot. I talk about my 11 payoffs, my 8 normal ramp spells, my 13 mountains, some pieces of interaction, which you're going to see sprinkled here and there, like very, very traditional way that I build the deck, but no Culinary Expeditions. I'm back to Explore. I think that helps a lot when you have 29 lands to have access to some Explore effects, but I do have one Farseek is just a Miser. I went up a Castle Garenbrig. I think there's a chance even 3 is too few. If I'm playing a lot of Castle Garenbrigs with the knowledge that once we go back to playing 4 Primeval Titan and 3 Summoners Packs, we're leaning back into the Titan aspect. And if we're using our primary, like, one of our primary ramp spells is Dryad of the Ilysian Grove, then I want to be able to, like, get another ramp spell for our primary payoff that we're leveraging out of my mana base. So you'll see I'm not like trying any more Escape to the Wild stuff, and because of that, I want more Castle Garenbrigs. And there's a chance I want 4 of this card, because Dryad means it comes in untapped more often. Dryad also means that I'm incentivized to play more lands, and so if it actually does ramp me, then it's like, I got a ramp spell out of just playing my land and my extra land off Dryad nonetheless, and so it helps me justify 29 lands and like a bunch of Explore effects a lot better. So like really, really what I'm keeping an eye on here is that interaction is like trying to make Titan a little bit better while still keeping Scapeshift like a very good card, because Scapeshift with Dryad has its own obvious synergy as the Prismatic Omen effect. Still have one Field of the Dead. I tried 2 last week. It was whatever. I have another one on the sideboard for the fair matchups just in case. I think it's a really impactful card in that matchup, and you're going to want to naturally draw it. But it may not be actually that good. We'll see how it plays out. But I think having access to 2 Field of the Deads in the 75 makes a lot of sense for this deck. Still playing 7 fetches right now. I'm playing 6 fetches because I went up a Castle Garenbrig. The 2 snow-covered forests, the traditional 13 mountains, the 4 Valakuts, Castle Garenbrigs. Flame Slash is a removal spell I'm playing because Dryad of the Ilysian Grove is so popular. Like, if we're playing against Amulet, we need to be able to kill their Dryads, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Also, another one of the popular decks that my friend and teammate Harlan Führer has been crushing people with is Urza. And if Urza's popular again, you're going to want to be able to kill Urza too, so they can't hold up counter magic and stuff. I think Flame Slash is good enough now because there's enough 4 toughness creatures in the format that you want that to be your like burn spell interaction of choice in the main deck. So I'm going to give that a try again. And you'll see my other interaction spell is Mwonvuli Acid-Moss again. Once again, Amulet Titan. If Amulet Titan's very popular, I want to be able to blow up a bounce land and go search a land. Like, that is probably among your best interactive pieces you can have for the matchup, and it's still another ramp spell that you can leverage. And so, pretty interested in having access to that. These 4 ramp spells could maybe be like a 2-2 split or something. Like, I don't know if 3 Explore, 1 Farseek is correct, but given I have 29 mountains, I probably want 3 Explorers. I probably just want 4 Explorers if I'm being honest. But I'm thinking that maybe with Dryad, I'm not going to have as many lands in my hand as I normally would. And so, like, if I'm counting Dryad as an Explore effect, then having 7 is maybe, like, kind of the upper echelon of where I want to be. Talking about the sideboard, That's about all I have for the main deck. I'm pretty interested in trying a more traditional main deck with Dryad and like still upping my land count to help enable the Dryad for as a ramp spell as well. Storm is kind of popular. Amulet's really popular. I'm over it. 4 Damping Sphere. 4 Damping Sphere. We're trying it. We're doing it. I haven't done it before. We're doing it. Fuck them. Try to get them. 2 Veil of Summer is still really good in the black interactive decks. Still really interested in having access to some number of copies, but we don't want to go overboard on that. A big one that you see now that I'm adding to my sideboard is Beast Within. This is to answer Ashiok's mostly. I'm really, really worried about the 3-mana Ashiok because people are playing that to beat Amulet Titan, and the card is very, very good against us. And this is, this is what Amulet started playing to beat it, and so I'm pretty interested in picking that up for the same reason. Also, it is another thing that answers Blood Moon, so we can kind of get double duty out of that, whereas a card like Fry only answers Ashiok, right? You'll see I'm now playing Reclamation Sage. This is more of a concession to the fact that I expect more Blood Moons and less things that I need to blow up at instant speed. So less like Inkmoth Nexus. Affinity is dead as a deck entirely. There's no reason now that I can really think of to justify spending the mana in increments. So anytime I need to tutor up a answer to an artifact or enchantment, I don't need it at instant speed, and so the Reclamation Sage is just fine. In that case, it's strictly better, right? Because it costs 1 GG versus 2 and a G. So I'm going to give Reclamation Sage a try. Normally a big costed Caterpillar fan, but I don't see a reason to need to blow stuff up at instant speed anymore, so we're not going to try. Courser of Kruphix, still some burn hate. I think with the rise of Prowess as one of the premier aggro decks, that Courser is a little bit worse against them, so I chose to go up another Flame Slash as a 1-mana removal spell against the Prowess creatures. Also very good at making sure they can't really just Prowess over the top of a Lightning Bolt. That's another benefit that Flame Slash has over Lightning Bolt in that particular matchup. Is that sometimes they can just stack up spells and make your Bolt look embarrassing, but Flame Slash is really hard to just put a bunch of spells in the stack to go over the top of. Feel that I already explained. For the fair matchups, 2 Anger the Gods. This is kind of a hedge for any creature matchups like humans, or maybe if we play against Dredge. Dredge just got Ox of Agonis, and so I want to be able to answer that. Although I do once again still think our Dredge matchup is very, very good. I don't know. I just messed up. Boop. Put these back. And then I have 1 Fry. This is kind of also for Urza. It answers the. It's for the Urza matchup kind of in particular because it answers Urza and it answers Ashiok, and that's kind of what I'm the most interested in out of this particular card slot. But I don't know. We'll see what our actual bad matchups are. I'm interested to see how our Amulet matchup looks now that they have access to Dryad. I can't imagine it's very good. Anyways, let's dive in. Boop. Oh, I just threw my phone. Yeah, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that Amulet may end up just being the strictly better Titan deck, but I've heard before that Amulet matchup is favored for Titanshift, and that's true. Titanshift was a good call because Amulet is very prevalent right now. But if it's not true, then Titanshift's a bad call. So I'd like to run into some Amulet in this modern league to see just kind of where we stand with that. Opponent, come play with me. Somebody come play Magic with me. Maybe Force of Vigor over D-Sphere to try to answer the combo aspect of Urza. Are they all playing the combo? Is Harlan Fear playing the... I think he is, right? I'm trying to... I don't know what the percentages are. I haven't looked at Goldfish. That might be true. That's not really the axis I want to fight them on. If that were the case, I would probably want Collector Oofs. And there's a chance you do want Collector Oofs, right? There's a chance that that is the actual answer. But until I play that matchup a little bit more and I realize that killing Urza isn't just the answer... I'm going to try no oofs because oof is so bad. It has no, it has no other splash damage at all. There's no affinity deck to hate on. There's no anything else. Yeah, I picked Thopter Foundries, 3 Whirs, and what, 1 Sword? Yeah, all right. Playing the ALL on Saturday? I'm planning on it, yeah. Yeah, oof. I mean, oof is good, but I just don't know that it's I don't know that it's where I want to be. This hand looks great. to be honest. And we have 29 lands, so we should have, like all we want to draw in this hand is lands. We have all the other pieces, right? I think I'm going to lead on Shock, Suspend, Search, and try to, like, luck sack my way into a second land. That way, like, this can enter tapped on our Dryad turn. So, there's no sense playing this first. Opponent rolled to 6. I expect we'll run into plenty of Urza, although I still think that matchup is probably not going to be good, so I'm not super interested in playing it a bunch. But Harlan just beating the crap out of people with Urza means that there are probably going to be a lot of Urza. Sure. What plays Once Upon a Time in this format? Infect? Hopefully it's not Infect. Bloodbraid Elf. What the fuck? Jund with Once Upon a Time? Okay. I mean, that's kind of spicy, but this matchup's got to be heinous. Maybe it's not Jund. They have Windswept Heath in their deck. Well, now that's just a good draw. I guess it doesn't super matter if I have Dryad what I play. If Dryad dies, it kind of matters what I play. Grab a mountain. I think I'm going to end up grabbing at least a single forest. Ponza? Oh, shit. Well, I hope it's not Ponza. Yawgmoth, Amulet, Ponza, Simic Field. It looks like Ponza now that they've used the Windswept Heath to grab a Stomping Ground. We should be pretty good against this if it is Ponza because we're just going to get out underneath their Storing effects. Let's grab a forest so that we can play around Blood Moon, though. Alright. Cast. Maybe I'll grab the other forest too. Sure. Castle Garenbrig A. Dryad. Land. Explore. Play this. Bolt you. Yup. Alright, if they Stone Rain us and we draw a land, they're dead as shit next turn. There's nothing, huh? Is there an instant speed Stone Rain I should know about? Oh, well, that's just good. Good clean living there. Boop. Here's Titan. This plays around any kind of shenanigans, in my opinion. Boop. Valakut. Valakut. Punch triggers. You. Still you. Unless they check, still you. Alright. They have realized that 9 times 2 is 18. Love to see it. Alright, I don't know what we're playing against, but they fetched. They had, all we know is they had Once Upon a Time, Bloodbraid Elf, 2 Stomping Grounds, one of which they fetched, and a Wooded Foothills. I don't know what I'm supposed to bring in. I'm going to bring Rex Sage in the blind, thinking that they're probably a Blood Moon deck, and I'll probably bring in Beast Withins as well. I'll probably be it. Maybe I just want Flame Slashes. I don't know. If they're an aggro deck and like I cut Flame Slash, I'm going to feel really stupid. Got Mwonvuli Acid-Moss. Trim on the interactive stuff. Submit. Probably Ponza. Could they be shift with BBE? Ponza doesn't search grounds often. Okay, yeah, maybe they are Titanshift with Bloodbraid Elf. I mean, I don't know why Titanshift would play Bloodbraid Elf in today's day and age. It's just beyond me. There's like no cards you actually want to cascade into. Because cascading into Dryad doesn't even feel that good. Jesus, Zal, that sounds horrible. Well, I'm probably keeping this. Has a natural forest. Yeah, probably keeping this. If we draw Castle Garenbrig, it's kind of the nut. I mean, you're not wrong. Our deck felt okay there, game 1. Once Upon a Time. Sure, dude. This Once Upon a Time does make finding Dryad a little easier. That's a possibility to keep finding. Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out eventually. Grabbed Basic Forest. Do you have a mana thing? Utopia Sprawl. Ugh. Alright, well, we're gonna play the fetch lands and go game so that they don't get to use their mana efficiently. Like, if they just have a Stone Rain here, they don't want to use it. Like, we can just, like, derp around. They Blood Moon us, so we just grab the other forest. What the fuck is this? Okay. Discard Bolt and a thing. Interesting. Stomping Ground. Beast Within. Here's a Sakura-Tribe Elder. Stone Rain your forest. Clothis. What the hell is happening? Okay. So we have a Titan next turn, but they don't know it? Sure. What? I just have so many questions. They make mana. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm very confused. Bloodbraid Elf? Is that what you need 4 mana for? Dude, what the hell? Okay. And Utopia Sprawl. Okay. Cool with all this. Sounds good. And then you get to hit me for like 6 or some shit. I could just like Beast Within their land or something. I guess I could Beast Within like this, and then I only take 3. And then I don't have an answer to Blood Moon. Do I even think they have Blood Moon? Otherwise, I'm taking 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, Beast Within the Forest does cut off the Devotion. You're right. That's really good. I'm doing that. I'm more than happy to take 5. One, two, three, four, 5. So we can grab Valakut Field and grab 2 zombies, right? We're going to play our 5th land and then grab 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Let's grab a mountain. Okay. Well, now that's just a good card. Cast Summoner's Pact. Grab Primeval Titan. Play Titan. Okay. Yes. Grab Valakut and Field of the Dead. Always yield. Make 2 zombies that block. Just to make sure we don't get punked out by like a Bloodbraid Elf into a Threaten or something. Well, I'm laughing. I might actually just die to that anyway. Bloodbraid Elf in a threat and, like, might just kill me. All that really matters, though, is that, like, I just get to Scapeshift them, though. Make mana. Blood Moon me, I can pay for it. Bolt Titan. Okay. Bolt Titan again. Okay. Sure, trade off with your stuff. Interesting. This is just like literally some kind of mid-range deck that didn't Blood Moon me. Yes. Cinder Glade. Here's a Scapeshift. I'll sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks good to me. Valakut. 1, 2, 3. Oh god. 4, 5, 6. No. 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 All right, they've realized they don't want me to sit here and click. Got him. Love you, BB. Thanks, Mo. Be safe. Colossus in Modern. I mean, all these cards in Modern. Like, what is Bloodbraid into Season? I guess Bloodbraid into Colossus is kind of sweet. It turns out, though, if you're playing Utopia Sprawl, a bunch of mana ramp, and you're not Blood Mooning me, you're probably going to die to Titanshift. They have to have Blood Moons there, right? Like, Amulet's one of the most popular decks. The Brittany. Brittany, when do you start playing a bunch of opens? Magus. Magus is smart, actually. Does attack. Then Mole probably forced to keep something terrible. You're never forced to keep something terrible. Never forced to. Is this hand good? I'm having trouble analyzing this hand. Two natural Valakuts with a Dryad is really attractive, which is the only reason I'm even looking at it. Now I can go Valakut, Valakut, land, idiot. I can go Valakut, go, turn 2, Flame Slash Valakut, go, turn 3, land, idiot, land, and then turn 4 if I have double land, I get to just literally kill them. I just need to draw 2 lands. It is a tall ask, but like we can also draw ramp spells. I think this hand's good. I think there's one in Atlanta coming up this summer. There is. That's not a bunch of opens, though. There's also one in Louisville that's really close. Burn. Well, looks like we are going to be using that Flame Slash. And the fact this is a 2/4 is about to matter a whole lot. Yeah, let's just play Valakut and pass. We get bolted. Bolt me. Okay. Idle on. Alright. Feel the Dead's not an ideal draw. So we fetch, play land, play Dryad, play land 4. We have land 5 dialed up. We need land 5, so we have 3, 4, 5. A 6th land just kills them. Yeah, I'm fine shooting that. I don't love this. The thing is, next turn we get to go, like we're going to play field, and the next turn we get to go land, Dryad, and if we draw a land or a ramp spell, we get to double bolt something. It's kind of attractive. Like, we're still turning off their creatures in the same time frame. And we're at a healthy life total, which makes you not want to just get punked out with this stupid Eidolon. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Skewer me 9. 3 cards left. Go to 8. That is the problem with not playing Cinder Glade, though. Yeah, Scroll Forest. Dryad. Five. 6. Oh no, I only get to play 5. That's right, that's right. We'd have to draw a ramp spell. That's right. Alright, go. I'm locked against creatures, but they just need to have 3 bolts and I'm done. No shock's good for me. Means they're probably out of 1 mana spells, but if they have a land, they could just double Boros Charm me. Is that what's about to happen to me? Am I dead? Okay. That only does 3. Okay. That puts me to 2. That wins though, right? Yeah, this wins. Alright. Grab a basic. This comes in untapped. Scapeshift you. No, fuck! This doesn't win. That doesn't actually matter, right? Because we have Summer's Pact. They're at 18, because I thought we shot him, but we didn't. This might be just a complete waste of time, because if they have any burn spell, we're dead. Oh, no, I could have beat a creature, too, by pacting. Ugh, this was just actually very bad. Maybe I'm supposed to leave that field that doesn't play. Probably not. I think that's doubling down. I think I'm just going to, like, admit I'm dead to everything. I'm not dead to just a creature, though, if their hand's a land. Unlikely, but possible. Nope. 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 If they had any burn spell, we were dead no matter what. The thing I can't beat is now a Goblin Guide. I don't think I could beat an Eidolon no matter what, right? No, I could beat an Eidolon if I drew a land with the Scapeshift. I definitely narrowed the scope of things that I could beat. Alright, well, that's land number 1. Are you slow rolling me? Like, what is happening here? Watch it be a Goblin Guide. I'm gonna be so upset. Alright, it was a Skull Crack. We can't beat a Skull Crack. Dead. Close, but no cigar. Bring this in. Yeah, they're not dead. I see. Don't want another land in the deck. That helps make Courser better. Because there's a chance I'm going to, like, just tutor up Courser a fair amount of the time. Rex Sage kills Eidolon and is like a body. Is that terrible? This doesn't seem good. Summoner's Pact's the worst payoff. Farseek's the worst ramp. Oh no, I want Pact. I want to cut an actual Titan. Do I want any of this other stuff? I don't think I do. Burn A. I was expecting to play Prowess if we play against any aggro decks. I wish I had my second Courser. Not that I think specifically a second Courser is that, like, that impactful. But I think the first one matters so much that, like, just naturally drawing one would be so impactful. Courser's just so sweet with Dryad, too. I really want to get the Courser-Dryad, like, synergy where you're just playing multiple lands off the top of your library every turn. It's like build your own Oracle of Moldiah. Kind of into that. I'm trying to think if there's any way we could have won that game. If we don't Flame Slash the Eidolon, is there a chance we can win? Like if we just play... If we play Dryad, they could still kill the Dryad, because that's what they did, right? Yeah, they still just kill the Dryad. How did our Dryad die? Searing Blazed it. What happened to it? I don't remember. I don't remember if they had double Searing Blaze. How did the Dryad die? Double Blaze? They had double Searing Blaze? Christ. Ugh. Well, they can't double Searing Blaze at that turn. And we did draw our 6th land. They could have bolted it, maybe. Actually, we might could have won that game if we let our Eidolon... Like, if we just play... If we don't kill their Eidolon and instead play Dryad. But we didn't know about the 6th land, necessarily. And we also didn't know that they didn't have a way to kill it at instant speed. Because if they killed it at instant speed, we get blown out because we would be going for the Scapeshift. It's tough. Maybe I did throw that. Well, Titan's not even the best payoff, so I'm gonna mulligan that. We can keep this. I'm gonna put basic mountain on the bottom. Yes. Yeah. Alright. Because I want this anger to be live. And I want as many natural Valakuts as possible in case we just have to, like, derp around for a little while with just a Dryad. I want to be able to play my lands and, like, kill their creatures. Or kill them. Hell, I don't know. Just, like, draw some ramp spells and kill them. Like, 2 natural Valakuts with a Dryad. That's not outside the realm of reasonable. It could just take a full turn off the clock having a second Valakut. Well, the only cost is making our mana a little more awkward. That is a good one for us, I think. Like, even though it's one of their best starts, we have 29 lands, so we're just so likely to have more lands. Search for tomorrow. That's a tilt. I don't think I'm supposed to shock and suspend search, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to try to incentivize them to put a second creature in play. Because we're going to anger them next turn no matter what. A land, yep. I would like to draw land, please. Draw me a land. Oh my gosh, a Primeval Titan. That's kind of a beat, not gonna lie. 2 hits with a Goblin Guide, neither drew a land. Please stop. Alright, so those ended up cashing out to be bolts. Both of these are worth 3 damage. Alright. Help. Boros Charm me. Put me to 8. 3 cards left. Castle Garenbrig. Here's Dryad. think the suspending of search actually matters. Alright, 4th land's good for us. That looks like Searing Blaze, though, which is not ideal. Four mana. Skull Crack me. Okay. What are we doing? Lava Spike me. Oh, am I just dead? Sometimes you get turned forward around interaction. Ugh. Well, I mean, we had them dead on turn 5, but, I mean, I guess that's just how this matchup plays out. Should have had more cards for it. Blech. Alright, I missed Pioneer already. Drake, I heard you hate Ranch. Well, that was wrong, Tim. I actually quite like Ranch. Burn XD. Yeah, Burn's pretty miserable. Our opponent's name is Brainstorm. You think they're on Tron or Burn? This hand's complicated, because if we draw all lands, this hand's busted. But if we miss, like, for a turn, it sucks. So I'm just going to mulligan it. I don't like this hand either, but I also don't like mulling to 5 with Titanshift, with as many Explore effects in our deck as there are. With Castle Garenbrig, am I supposed to put the Scapeshift on bottom? I think so. Like, because we have no ramp, we're just kind of hope to Hail Mary to a Castle Garenbrig. This card is just, like, far more, like, reasonable to cast. I liked the last hand better. Yeah. No shit. Although, if it's blue-white, both of these cards are great against blue-white, so that's kind of nice. If it's like ad nauseum, that's not nice. If it's blue-white, these cards are going to be great. Still wouldn't mind like a ramp spell or 2, but we don't even need that many. Jessica. There's the Castle Garenbrig. We did it. Looks like it is Jessica. Another Castle Garenbrig doesn't do a whole lot. That was wrong. I should have played the Forest. Okay. Cryptic is now online. Sure. Jace is actually pretty problematic. Mwonvuli Acid-Moss is pretty nice. That's not bad. I've seen a lot worse. What are we blowing up? I think we're supposed to blow up red. And I'll search another Stomping Ground. It sucks that we drew both of these already, because I want to enable Field of the Dead as quickly as possible. At the same time, I also want to enable Jace. 4, 5, 6. We'll have 6 mana next turn. guess it just matters that I get the different names. No, they didn't brainstorm. They look at their top card. And now they have Cryptic up. It's fine though. 6. And the next turn, Wooded Foothills can make 2. I'm just gonna make them act. Like, eventually we can play enough Garenbrigs that we can just like double cast Titans and stuff, so pretty cool with just chilling. Like, they're obviously sitting on a pile of counter spells. Command. Return that. Okay. I don't know how many counter spells they play, but if they're wasting them not countering spells, I'm pretty into that. Teferi. Sure. Alright, so they have Mana Leak. Discard a card. Question is, do I go for Titan here? I actually just start making what's it called? I just don't think Titan's actually going to matter that much this game. Yep. Just pass. Plan to make a bunch of zombies. Not a bunch. We actually can't make that many zombies anyway, but we can pressure planeswalkers, and that's pretty attractive. Narset. Not playing or drawing extra cards anyway. I'm pretty impressed if we can slog through this many planeswalkers. This is probably too much, though. We'll see. The Field of Ruin's great for us. Fetch. Grab a mountain. Always. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 mountains. 2 more zombies. I don't know. Lockhart pressure first. I don't know that it actually matters that much. Snapcaster, sure. Target bolts. Sure, it is bolted. Clean up. Now we can play Titan around Mana Leak. So if their card is Mana Leak, we're actually okay. Titan around Mana Leak or Scapeshift. I guess if they have Mana Leak, Scapeshift is the way better card, right? Alright, and it lets us make a zombie. Oh, but what if it's Dovin's Veto? Fuck. It could be both Dovin's Veto and Mana Leak. No! It could also have Force. Alright, yeah, we're going to play around Force. Are we? Now we can't play Titan around Mana Leak. I mean, they're not close to ulting anything. What if we just didn't do anything? What if we just didn't move? We just waited another turn. Yeah, I actually can see waiting another turn, just trying to do both payoffs on the same turn. Alright. I'm going to wait a turn, try to do both on the same turn. If I die, I die. I don't know what would actually kill me, but... Sure. Draw a billion cards. Everything's fine. I likely have 2 counterspells, though. It's kind of the problem. This is at 7. Electrolyze that. Fine. Maybe for 2. That's also fine. Etch. Grab Snow-Covered Mountain. Make a zombie. They discard. Discard to fairy. Valakut. Do I try to play both in the same turn? Let's attack to fairy first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's just so likely they have multiple counter spells, right? And they also have Snap Cryptic. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Let's just attack to fairy. Attack to fairy. Bolt it. You got it. They no longer have Snap Cryptic up. Yeah, I think I'm just going to start jamming. Like, I don't know that the spot's getting any better ever, so whatever. Titan. Cryptic Command. Logic not for X is 5. Okay. No. So 4 still gets me. Mana Leak still gets me. Probably just wasting my time at this point. Yeah, I'll give it another turn. Maybe there's a universe where I can play just Scapeshifts around Mana Leak, and that's like attractive enough. Like, I don't know how many counterspells are actually in their deck. I want to see based on how they activate their walkers. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So this ult's next turn. Oh, me. Okay. So many planeswalkers. You can just brainstorm. Alright, yeah, I'm just dead as shit, so I might as well cast it. Scapeshift. I wonder if this is gonna work. This didn't work. Alright, we're dead. I wonder if we should have pulled the trigger on that all that stuff a turn sooner. I mean, they probably had that logic not over Mana Leak anyway when they had that 2 mana up. Veil of Summers. Want to naturally draw Field of Deads. Probably bring this in. Seems fine. I don't think any of these matter. Fry matters. We did not draw Dryad. That is correct. The Acid-Moss was actually a good card at the moment we drew it, but did not end up lining up super well. But it'd be like that sometimes. I still think Dryad's pretty good. What do I not like in this matchup very much? I normally trim some ramp, but trim like a Dryad. I don't know that Dryad's actually that good. Moss actually does seem really good. Well, it is kind of clunky to cast, but I don't know that that matters all that much. Maybe the Courser's nonsense. I kind of think Courser with Dryad is really sweet, though. Maybe it means you just draw less lands. Dream Payoff seems like nonsense. Let's try like 2 Dryads, because Dryads are bad in multiples. Let's try that. Dryads being bad in multiples, I think, is a pretty good argument for cutting some number against blue-white, but I don't know exactly what the threshold of that is. Acid-Moss is spicy. It's good against Amulet. That's what it is. I'm a little short on cards for blue-white control, or at least Jeskai control, because I don't respect it as a deck. I don't think it's playable in Modern at all. So even if we get murdered here or whatever, I don't think that matters all that much. Like I said, I don't respect it as a deck. I just don't think it's going to be super relevant that we got. We can suspend that on the play because we won't get deferred. It goes off on our turn 3. That's fine. Always yield. Boop. Here's Sack Daddy. Actually gonna attack him with the Sakura-Tribe Elder. Cast. Grab a regular mountain. Play Cinder Glade, go to combat, attack. Do I want to play another counterspell? I don't think so, actually. Ashiok. Well, obviously we're going to crack this. Grab a forest. Okay. That's fine. Now we're going to put some creatures into play. Here's Dryad. Here's Field. Here's Catacombs. Now we've made some attackers. And if we draw Valakut, that's so sick. I actually really like that we waited on that Dryad. It made things line up a lot better. Because now if they're sitting on a counterspell, they have to like consider answering Dryad and the zombie. It's just like overall works out pretty nicely. Field of Ruin? Ugh. That's pretty lame. Snow-covered forest. So we maintain our different names. Attack all creatures at Ashiok. Sure. Oh, jeez, dude. Well, now I don't feel very good about my position. I left the Beast Withins at home, which might just be like a critical mistake. It means we can't win, but I do have a Fry to draw to. I'm just gonna hold these lands. Snapcaster, Snap Bolt me. Okay. Maybe we should just bring in Fries against anything that, I mean, Beast Withins against anything that could have Ashioks now. I think this feels like overboarding. Yeah, Summer, yeah, I mean, that card's just really bad. Does mean if we draw like a Titan or something, maybe we could be okay. Just attack the Ashiok down. Sakura-Tribe Elder, I guess that does technically attack. Sakura-Tribe Elder. Also protects Dryad, I suppose, from being countered. Bolt that. Good one. Just kind of waiting on drawing the fry. Does not feel good. Sure. Keep them from drawing a card. I draw a card. It's good enough. Like, we need to find the fry, and the fry's uncounterable anyway. Okay. I actually think I could have played one of these mountains. But I don't think it's very likely to matter. Alright, that's fine. They just have to be sitting on Boo Koodles of counter spells. Ooh. Alright. Something good. Alright, you win. Blah. Ashiok, man. I'll tell you what. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to beat. 2-0 into 0-2-0-2. Honestly, I didn't feel very prepared for either of the two matchups we just lost. Like, I definitely cut some cards for burn, being a little scared of Amulet, which we haven't played yet. And then I cut a course. Like, I'm sorry. Then I kind of cut all the cards that are pretty good against Blue-White. I wanted the extra Fielded Dead to be good against Blue-White, and it was. But it, like, wasn't enough to carry on its own. Like, I made a zombie to pressure Ashiok, and then, like, they just, like, bolted it down. Just, like, wasn't good enough. Probably cut Farseek over Explorer. You're probably right. Especially since they have, if they have Ashioks, I should just get in the habit of cutting Farseek always over Explorer. In his hand, if Flame Slash is bad, the whole hand's bad, so just mulligan. His hand's good, actually. Keep bottom this. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, it looks fine. One job, mold to 5. Am I about to get, like, Neo-branded? That'd be a beat. I have, like, no plan for Neo-brand at all. I'm just going to get Neo-branded. Just you wait, chat. We're going to get Neo-branded. It's going to be embarrassing. Sure. Dryad's a good draw. Sack Daddy. It means the turn we Titan, we get to also just deal a crap load of damage. Pretty into that. Bloodstainmire fetches Stomping Ground. Is this Jund? What do we have? This looks like Jund. Well, at least it's a good matchup. Oh, never mind. It's Dredge, which is also a good matchup. They should not have played their land, all right? In case they hit, what's it called? If they had Bloodghast there, they could get punished. Playing their land before haggling was kind of loose. Loose as a goose. Dryad. Nope. Land. And then we have Titan next turn, which is pretty good. Oh, I actually screwed up, right? No, I didn't. I didn't screw up. I thought I might have screwed up, and I did not. And then if they have Cathartic, we could be potentially in trouble. Yep, bunch of lands. Play land, get back Bloodghast and Amalgam and ship. Yup. Wait, no, I did miss lethal with this Wooded Foothills. I should have played the Castle Garenbrig. And we would have lethal, right? Well, maybe I have lethal anyway. I think I might have lethal anyway. Activate. Here's a Titan. Okay, yup. Valakut. Valakut. Always yes. Always yes. Always yield. Mercia. Pay one life fetch. Go grab a Cinder Glade. Boop. It's kind of cool. Being able to kill on turn 4 with a Titan is actually really nice. I mean, it's in our best matchup, but... Not our best, but in one of our best matchups, we're just getting to murder them on turn 4 with a Titan. Which doesn't happen often. Titan cast on turn 4 does not often actually kill. But I did screw up there. I should have played Castle Garenbrig. I could have gotten another 6 damage in if they were 6 higher. Which would have mattered if they hit like all creeping chills, but... Overall, it doesn't seem mattering. Here's my Dredge Hate. I told you, I don't have Dredge Hate. This matchup's really good. So if they have Ashiok, I swear I'm going to be so upset. What is Dredge's sideboard hate, actually, these days? If they have Ashiok, I do need to know about it. Modern. Dredge. Leylines. They have Leyline of Sanctity? What the fuck? Do they all have Leyline of Sanctity? Is that common? What is Sodak playing? No, he plays like discard spells, like Thought Seizes. I'm not super worried about Thought Seizes. We'll bring in the Rex Sage just in case they have Leyline of Sanctity. I don't think I care that much about having Veil of Summer anyway. Bringing this in just to hedge feels heinous. Feels so bad. Acid-Moss is bad. The Flame Slashes are bad. This is a pretty clean, like, even split, though. Alright, let's just submit this. Trophy and Thoughtseize. Yeah, see, like, Veil's good against Trophy and Thoughtseize, and so I would, like, want a Veil, but if they have Leyline Sanctities, I don't want it, right? They play Magus sometimes now? Jesus Christ. I mean, I have Angers for Magus, so, like, I already have a few answers to that. And I have a Natural Force in the opening. This hand's actually just really good. 2 amp spells, like, for Titan into Scapeshift is nice. This hand's probably good enough to win on the draw, assuming they don't, like, nut on me. I mean, if they nut on me, we're probably not ever winning. Tree corner, and you got it. Suspend. Go. They missed the second main phase thing and almost got punished for it. This is not an experienced Dredge player that we are playing against. Ox! Oh no! Chose not to Dredge Thug. They need a land? Haggle. Discard Imp. They don't need a land. What is happening? Oh, that is a hell of a Dredge. So, if they have a land, we're in a lot of trouble. They did not have a land. Okay. Winnable. Turn 2. It doesn't matter the way we sequence this, right? Unless we draw... If we draw Dryad, it doesn't super matter either. So if we suspend search, play tap land, does that conserve life? If we draw Dryad, we still get to play Dryad, and we still have a search on suspend. And we get to go Dryad, land, cast Farseek, so we're actually okay. Okay, yeah, so we can afford to do this. By my quick and loose math, I think we can afford to conserve life a little bit, which looks like it is going to matter. Are they going to take a natural draw again? Is the real question. Because a land is so big. God damn it. How many cards is this? 8? Okay. They don't have that. They probably have Cathartic Reunion, though. Uh-oh. Good flag. Made a 4, 13. I don't know that we can win this game. Okay. We might have to Pact. Let's just, like, assess. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. We just draw perfect. Everything's great. See ya. Nope. Your turn. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you draw absolutely perfect. They dredged Loam. No, they dredged Thug. Cathartic is scary. Oh no, they're Oxing. Five. We get land 5. If we draw an untapped land, we get to Pact for the Moron plus Scapeshift them. Pact for Dryad plus Scapeshift them. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad. I've seen a lot worse. Alright. Actually, no, they're just dead, right? No, we still need to grab the idiot. Because we are short a land. Cast. Which round is this? This is round 3. We are 1 and 2. Boop. Untap land. And 4. Can we keep ourselves from dying to this Cathartic? Not Cathartic, Conflagrate. Where did the Conflag? They delved out the Conflag? What? Okay. Alright. In that case, Titan should be good enough, right? How many chills have they dredged? 1, 2, 3. Only 1 chill left. Seems dece indeed. Thinking. So we can Titan, grab Valakut, land, and then we can Valakut down the Ox. No, we should Valakut down the Amoeba. Leave Ox in play and block the Ox. That way we are less likely to die. Sure. Titan for field and whatever. Is that better than a Valakut? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different names. I don't think that's better than a Valakut, right? Grab me a Valakut, a mountain shoots a thing. Maybe it's just equivalent. Primeval Titan. We're definitely grabbing Prime Time. I think we're just supposed to kill the Narcomoeba. I guess what if they grab Bloodghasts? Then we, like... We grab this Bloodghast, they attack, we block, we take whatever. 2, go to 4. So they'd have to hit another Bloodghast. And they've been through 1, 2... So they have to hit Bloodghast and the next Creeping Chill. I'm going to grab a Valakut and a mountain. Yeah. We'll shoot the Narcomoeba. Yup. Okay. To be fair, they could probably dredge out the rest of their deck. Are we dead to them dredging out the rest of their deck? I think we actually are. What is happening? Play Ox. Although they don't have another land that I know about. Which means they can't get back the Bloodghast. And, like, I would know about a land because they've been just dredging. Sure. So you can put me to 3. That doesn't do anything. Yep. Okay. I'm at 3. I will block. Did not interest you, huh? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mountains. So we're just like perfectly fine. Oh, I guess I should just like attack first, huh? This feels like an all roads lead to Rome kind of situation. Yup. Grab Castle Garenbrig. Castle Garenbrig. Sure, dude. Green, green. Scapeshift. You probably should know you're dead if I grab Castle Garenbrig, huh? I don't know how many lands that is. It's probably enough. Search over for 9 lands? Sure, dude. Here's a Valakut. 8 lands. Here's a Valakut. Bunch of mountains. Gonna make me click a bunch of stuff for no reason. This matchup's really good. Holy shit. I mean, we also did draw a really timely anger, but, like, still, like, we just have, like, no graveyard hate. Like, kind of had a mopey hand, and just nothing mattered. Is that all my mountains? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, cool. Here's Valakut. Nope. Lots of triggers. Maybe I'll time out. Alright, I don't think they want to wait for me to time out. Train. Alright, so we're 2-2. We're 2-2, playing for the good old cash money 3-2. I'm pretty happy with that. I think Dredge is a deck that's going to be pretty popular in the format. The Jeskai match, I think, is a wash, and because the deck's bad. And the burn matchup's legitimate. I think I caught too much burn hate. I need to find room for more burn hate. But I really want to play against Amulet and see how the Amulet matchup is first, so I know how much Amulet hate I actually need. Maybe? Do the Beast Withins count as Amulet hate? Would you bring those in against Amulet, chat? Do you bring in Beast Within against the Amulet? I can't tell if I should or shouldn't. This hand is too contingent on, like, A, me drawing more lands and Flame Slash mattering, so I'm going to mulligan this. This hand just needs me to draw more lands, so I'll keep it. Means the Explore is likely bad. This is actually where the Farseek is better than Explore. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. What do we want? All the triggers. All the triggers! You would bring it in? Fair enough. Can't argue with logic. Thoughtseize you. Oh, Hedron Crab. Oh, fuck. Is this mill? This better be the Vine deck. If they're milling me with this, I'm going to be very mad. Every time I play Titanshift, I have to play this stupid deck. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Green is a Farseek. I guess we'll grab a Cinder Glade. Go. God, if they mill me, I'm going to be so mad. Mill yourself! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Mill? This is literally the worst matchup possible. What is in the water today? I just want to play against Amulet. Oh, chat. What did I do to deserve this? That is the question of the day. What did Drake do to deserve getting milled? Mesmeric Orb. Inquisition you. What a joke. Personally, I think Shift is less powerful than Titan. Than Amulet. That's true. I mean, the thing is, Pudden Stars, is that Titanshift can more reliably kill Amulets Titans with Valakuts, whereas it requires both Dryad and Titan and, like, a bunch of lands for you to, like, for Amulet to be able to kill our Titans. So, if those words make sense. This is so lame. Just playing as this freaking mill deck. Alright. Okay, I get it. They obviously don't have archive traps, right? Because they would have cast them already, so whatever. We're just doing it. Going ham. We have to leave mountains in the deck to actually grab later, so we have to, like, hope this moron lives. Hey, there's a Scapeshift. After you draw, archive trap you. Oh, the Surgical Summoner's Pact? Friend, you must not know how this matchup plays out. Just Surgical my Valakuts. Why do I have to continue to suffer? Why? Chat, why? Why must I suffer? Okay, my Sakura-Tribe Elder's gone. Stop wasting your surgicals. They are so much more important in this matchup. What are you doing? Oh, chat, help. I need help. I need you to help me. My opponent's going to find a way to lose this match. Alright, fielder run's fine. Plenty of basics, friendo. If you top deck a mountain, you win. That's not true. I need 2 mountains. Need dos. Okay. They have Fatal Push, I'll probably concede. Sure. Mill me 3. Alright, whatever. What are you doing on my draw step? Are you going to surgical me again? You didn't mill over a Scapeshift. You should have one itching in your pocket, huh? Attack. This is probably the primary game plan, is attacking with these morons. I got 32 cards in my deck, though. Maybe we just win. Maybe the Scapeshift will just win the game. I'm not feeling optimistic. But you never know. Okay. Face down card. You got it. Still not hit a Valakut, which is honestly really lucky of us that they have not hit a Valakut yet. There goes one. Alright, if you got a surgical, I'm dead. Oh, we have an Ancestral Recall. That's pretty good. They've been through 2. They probably have 4. Alright. Any land or any real ramp spell. Okay, here goes nothing. Scapeshift? Question mark? kill you? Please? Please die? Please get punished for wasting your surgicals in this matchup? Oh, this matchup is so bad, chat. Why is this matchup so bad? Did we just win game 1? What the hell? Alright. Sure. Alright. Man, imagine being a mill player losing to Titanshift. I believed you. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks. Good thing they sniped your Sakura-Tribe Elder. Right. God, I hope we beat Mill. That'd be just glorious. Alright. Veil of Summers or home runs. Fry. God. Do you think Mill actually has Ashiok Dreamrender? I don't know. I'm going to bring in a Fry. And try to hedge. Maybe this is good too. Because it kills Mesmeric Orb, but I'm not about it. It's just not what I showed up to do. We're probably going to need this stupid Field of the Dead if I'm being honest. I don't really actually want to naturally draw a Valakut, so I kind of want to cut one. So they're less likely to mill it over and surgical it. Why is that insane? Cutting a Valakut for a field is like some 5-head shit, it sounds like. But like, honestly, I kind of really want to cut one. So they're less likely to mill it over and surgical it. That has to be absurd, right? Utter lunacy. Just board up to 75. Yeah, just board up to 62. It's probably actually fine. I actually might play more than 62. Board like this moron in. Like board this clown in or something. This actually isn't even bad. Alright, whatever. We'll just board up to 63. We got 30 lands, so I think we're already covered on being able to cast our spells. Whatever. Anything that could, like, feasibly help us ramp, we're just going to put it in the damn deck. Lily Becky beat me at Richmond in nearly this matchup because she went to 75 cards. I'm not going to board up to 75. That's nuts. Jesus. I mean, I'm keeping this. Yep. Inquisition, you got it, friend. What would you like? My plan is to Field of the Dead you. I'm willing to board higher than 60. I don't know that I'm willing to board to 75. I'll tell you what, if we lose this game, I'll board up to 75. Just bring all my shit in. It all sucks. Nothing matters. Whatever. We'll play it slow. Hope to draw an untapped land or something. Target player, huh? What if instead we didn't do that? Got him! This is probably among the best possible trades Veil of Summer can make. This is with a glimpse. Alright, getting a Valakut in play is actually huge brain. Alright. Alright, we play on, chat. We play on. We are, as they say, in it. Crabber, huh? Yep. Well, there's a Valakut, but it doesn't matter if they're surgical Valakut because we have one in play. Okay. Alright. Me turn. That's a good one. Explore. Summoner's Pact. Land 1, land 2. Go. Oh. No! Now a surgical is pretty fucking good. Yep. This is lame, chat. And they made me search so all their archive traps are live. At least I know I can just... Oh, shit, I fucked up. Whatever. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I have Wooded Foothills. Never mind, never mind, never mind. At least I know I can just, like, fire off all my search effects next turn. Yeah, whatever. Ask me if I care. Don't care. I don't know if you've milled over all my basics, but hopefully you haven't. Here's this clown. Sure, life total doesn't matter. Here's this clown. Yes, snow-covered mountain. How many lands are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we have enough to kill them, but not by a lot. Alright. Forest. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different names. Alright. Here's the 6th different name. Alright, we have a kill next turn, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Field of Ruin, huh? And that's 1 Valakut. That's not great. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7 mana, so we just have to hope they don't mill any more lands. Of course they did. Alright, whatever, dude. Two, 3, 4, 12, 15, 18. Alright, kill me. One, two, 3. I think it's only 4. It's the Valakut and 3 mountains or whatever. I think it's only 4 lands. Yeah, it is only 4 lands. Oh, Jesus, dude. Nope. Always yield to this. Always, yes, always yield. Pew, 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 pew. Yo. Easy clap. Dead? Dead? Dude! Yes! Taste it! God. Fuck Mill. Alright. We somehow beat Mill with Titanshift. In fact, we 2-0'd Mill, so this league makes a lot of sense. We played the minimum number of games possible to 3-2. We got O2'd against Jeskai and Burn. We beat Mill, Naya Questionables, and Dredge. pretty reasonable, I suppose. Reasonable split. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did we just 2-0? We did 2-0 Mill. Easy clap. Best matchup. As you can see, very winnable, and they had no chance to win at any point in time. And certainly didn't throw the match. That's just very true. I did not ignore you, Zhao. But I think shifting for the rest of the Valakuts before we can put Dryad in play is not good enough. Especially because we only had 2. I think, at the time you sent that, I think we only had 2. Their surgical targets were horrendous. That is accurate, Blitz. They literally had game 1 locked if they don't just try to, like, make decisions at random with their surgical. Like, we literally could not win. Because they had 2 surgicals. And then they just build over a Valakut about halfway through the deck. And then they just surgical Valakuts. We can't win. Well, we can. It's just not pretty. And it's not happening. Like, we're not feeling the deading them to death. It's just not happening. But fortunately, they botched that. And honestly, like, maybe boarding up to above 60 is just, like, a good enough plan when you're this high on lands. Like, I have 30 lands, right? Like, post-board. So I can just bring all this shit in and, like, maybe we're okay. Like, even these have, like, targets, right? Like, they have, like, Hedron Crabs. This has targets. Yeah, I thought we had more. No problem. What do I think of this list? We didn't get to play against Amulet, which was, like, kind of one of those big things I said going in and at the end. Is like, I really wish we would play against Amulet so I knew how impactful these are. I want to know how impactful these are. I want to know how impactful, like, having all 4 Damping Spheres, like, how necessary a Damping Sphere is to win the match. Like, I'd like to play some games without Damping Sphere and see how it plays out. I want to know how important it is to Flame Slash their Dryads, which seems really important to me. So, like, right now, the way I would want to board against the Amulet is, like, bringing in, like, this, like, these 5, and then, like, you said you might want Beast Within, so, like, if we want Beast Within, then that's, like, 7 cards, and I don't know what to cut, because, like, these are good, right? So, like, we might have just too many cards for Amulet. I definitely didn't have enough cards for Burn. Like, I want my second Courser back, probably cutting one of these. Likely the Damping Sphere, right? Because, like, we want answers to the stupid Ashiok card. But I want to know how bad the mill matchup actually is. Like, I'm struggling with that. We probably have to trim, like, too much ramp. Probably trim, like, a payoff card and a bunch of ramp against Amulet. I do think I have too many cards for the Amulet matchup, but I would like to have actually played the matchup and seen what happens. But, yeah. Well, Drake, don't forget your Colossal Dreadmaw, too. Colossal Dreadmaw's busted. I never forget about my Colossal Dreadmaws. Look at that. We Colossal Dreadmawed the hell out of some people that Blood Mooned me. It's pretty sick, actually, when you just, like, get the Colossal Dreadmaws and wins. Just like, here you go, he's a 6/6 trample that tutors irrelevant lands. Kind of into it. I don't know, this list... Okay, this list felt better than my Arboreal Grazer list. And we played harder matchups, for what it's worth. Like, we literally... Mill was on our agenda. So, like, we played some pretty hard matchups. Granted, they did play pretty badly, but... Like, it just doesn't often matter. Like, normally they just point stuff in our face. Veil of Summer came in clutch. Because if you noticed, for the record, if you watch the end of second game we ended at 9 cards in library. And Veil of Summer, like, literally kept us alive because we veiled a Glimpse of the Unthinkable. Where do I want to go from here? I think from here... I need to edit the sideboard a little bit because I think if we're going to have main deck cards that are designed to be a little bit better against Amulet, then we shouldn't be overloading the sideboard with cards good against Amulet. And I need more cards for Burn. I mean, I might want to play even more Coursers or whatever and just, like, be doing that. And then against Jeskai, maybe I can bring in Courser in and, like, have the Dryad Courser thing going and a bunch of X4s that, like, are pretty good against Bolts. Yeah, maybe I just botched this whole sideboarding plan. I liked the extra Field of the Dead in the sideboard a fair bit. I think. It's really tough. The Castle Garenbrigs were decent. I did the Castle Garenbrigs did matter in that small subset of games, so I do like having the 3 Castle Garenbrigs. They were really impressive. Though we did have a lot of tap lands. What else? What other thoughts? Still like 3 Explorers. I don't know if the 1 Farseek's actually any good. That might just be nonsense. it just does feel like we have too many like explore effects. Like we did run out of lands multiple times, and like we bottomed an explorer because we had a Dryad in our opening hand at one of the games, and I think that's a pretty interesting and new dynamic to the deck. Like that has come up more is that like now these are worse because we have Dryads in our deck. It's a little interesting. Yeah, I mean I don't know. Like outside of editing the sideboard a little bit, I think we're getting close. I think I think I want to try... I need to try the Urza matchups and the Amulet matchups a little bit more, but this list felt better. I felt closer. And, yeah, like I said, I think we're getting somewhere. Beast of Then I think was a nice add. This Fry might suck. Yeah, I need to play with the sideboard a little more. Anyways, if there are any further questions, problems, concerns about Titanshift, I don't know if I'm going to stream it again for a little while. Because, like, I'm not just generically throwing ideas around anymore. I have a pretty good idea of the way I want Titanshift built. I probably won't play it again for a while, especially not till, like, there's a Modern tournament coming up, because all of the iteration I'm going to do on it is kind of, like, going to involve some targeted testing that I don't normally do here on stream. So if you have any questions, now's the time. Otherwise, you've been enjoying my content here on Twitch. Thanks for trudging it out through me. We were live for just over 4 hours. I appreciate you, and if you've not hit the follow button, please do so. It's the easiest way to support me on Twitch, and we'll let you know when I go live. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so if we can push to that end goal, that'd be super, super. And like I said, yeah, if you've been watching my content on YouTube and you like the content I put out, please subscribe. It's the easiest way to support me on YouTube, and we'll let you know when I post more videos. Thank you all for your time, and I will see you next week.